Ta-da! Seems the big animals are all out and about at Djuma this afternoon. That's amazing. We drove past it just a few minutes before we sort of started the game drive. You see a single thing. It just shows you how easily you could miss even a big herd of buffalo. We're going to just make it nice and relaxed here. We've sort of arrived off to the front side of the herd. You see more and more coming out. There's some more further back as well. There should be a whole bunch more coming out as we sit here over the next few minutes. Quite a few. I don't know which herd this is. Also being away for a while, I don't know which herds are moving around at the moment. From what I can see at the moment, I'd say at least 200 odd buffalo here, maybe more. And we'll keep an eye out for any individuals that we can recognize. Maybe some of the bulls we know. There's also one or two of the big cows in these herds that I can recognize normally, so I might get an idea of who's around just now. Just look at how green that grass is. And that's why these animals are full of energy. Young bulls like these guys playing around a bit of horn wrestling, practicing and exercising for when they're older and need to do it with more meaning behind it. This is one of the great things about summertime. Lots of good food available, lots of water. So that means the animals actually have excess energy to mess around a little bit. You can see even the younger calves and some of the cows as well. Bit of a jump in their step every now and again. Also just good time to just reassert different hierarchy positions. Older cow maybe reminding younger calf that don't forget, respect your elders, respect the more dominant animals in the group. That's the only way big herd animals like these can get along, is if there's good group dynamics and social structures. Almost don't know where to look at the moment. There's so many of them coming out. Some of the herd already, the front end has moved off towards our left. Closer on our right hand side, you're sort of coming straight from the east. More coming out as well. There's a little one in there as well. Actually, quite a nice group to look at now. Very healthy looking female walking off to the right there. She's giving us bit of a look, trying to sniff us, but the breeze is not great at the moment. They can't actually pick up our scent. It's coming almost from them towards us. You can see they're trying though. His wet nose is just testing the breeze. And buffalo do actually have calves throughout the year, but by far the majority of the young ones are born through summertime. So quite soon, over the next few months, we'll start seeing lots of little buffalo calves, and of course lots of small antelope. You guys haven't seen baby Polly yet, Rob?
Saw one.
You've seen one?
Not a good sight.
Okay.
Very quick.
So the first one has been born. We'll try and see, maybe we find the second one in the area this afternoon. Today is one of those days where I almost feel like getting out and eating some of this grass as well. It just looks delicious. It's so lush and green with a little bit of rain we had over the last 2 days, and also because we had quite a lot of overcast weather, you get that lighter green color. By tomorrow, if you have a full day of sunlight, everything will be a little bit darker again, just as that photosynthesis really kicks off. But for the moment, it just looks like one big salad bowl out here, and I can assure you, buffalo don't mind that. Very healthy looking cow, and just to the right of her, quite a big bull, not the biggest guy around. He's still got a couple of years before he's going to be one of the true dominant males out here, but he's caught my eye for the last few minutes. He's got a little bit of a green twig behind his ear, and of course he's now going to turn away from us. Obviously earlier he was walking through or rubbing his head through a tree, and some of those leaves got stuck in there. There he is again. Quite a big guy. You can see those bosses, those heavy shields in the top of the horns. First of all, quite clear to see that it's a bull, but also they're coming together nicely now, and that little bit of furriness or hairiness where the two bosses meet right in the middle of the forehead, starting to become nice and thick as well. And if you look at the texture of it, especially the right hand side of it from the way we're looking, or his left hand side, look at that as he turns for us. See, those bosses are starting to get that sort of heavy, worn wooden look, and also you can see a little bit of color on there. Sorry, for a minute there I got lost. I was looking at a different bull than what you were. As Rob's just showing you now, still buffalo all the way around us. We've got them slowly sort of coming around the sides of the vehicle as well. It's always difficult with lots of animals around to really give you a sensation of the sort of the whole scene around us, but it really is very, very beautiful. We've got a big marilla tree just in the foreground here next to us, one of my favorite trees, and just still buffalo just pouring out of the thicker bush in the background. Probably at least about 70 or 80 already past the line of the vehicle going into the thicker stuff to our left again, and just more and more buffalo coming out now. And I think one of the things that I really enjoy being out in any part of nature or wilderness is just the setting you find yourself in. Of course, for all of us to just sit here live sharing the same moment, and we've got, the more I'm looking at it now, probably at least 300 plus buffalo around us, maybe even more. And you can hear them grazing, you can hear the grass being plucked, you can hear the hooves walking along. It's awesome. Quite a few young bulls, the guy we're looking at now, as well as the one that's just going to join him from the left hand side, just coming into frame there. Both still young guys, they still very much rely on the safety of the herd. It'll be at least another 3 or 4 years before they're big enough to start hooking up or hanging out to the bachelor groups, those dugger boys that we see very often.
Well done.